So today's model is Alejandra, and she is basically our model for today for the olive skin tutorial. I haven't really done a variety of skin tones, so it's really nice to focus on another type of skin tone, and I want to do more of this in future tutorials. So to start with, I used a Kiko scrub to get rid of any dry skin areas or problematic skin areas. Especially when you've got a few blemishes, there can be dry patches around it. And then I've used a lot of Dior products actually. So I'm using Dior Primer, Face and Body, and the Face and Body Foundation. I'm just putting the foundation, which is warm, number 4, and it's warm yellow undertone, so it's perfect for olive skin. So I'm just putting the Face and Body all over and concentrating in the T-zone and then blending it out to the outer edges of the face. I like these foundations because they tend to build up quite well. I don't think my camera's in the best position today, but we are going to try and persevere. I'm going to use a concealer palette, and this is Bobbi Brown's concealer palette, and I'm just matching the concealer just to retouch any problematic skin in certain areas, just so the skin looks quite nice and flawless. It's easy to use a little fluffy brush and just pat the product on and then blend it in slightly. Obviously if you keep blending on and off, it's just going to keep removing it, so tap it onto the main area and then just blend off the edges if you really need that extra coverage. So I'm just putting a little concealer on the eyes, ready for a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm just making sure the skin is flawless and perfect before I move on to doing the eyebrows. So I'm using my soap brow because Alejandra's eyebrows are very, very lovely and full, so I don't really need to do too much. Put some soap brow so that they look feathery and beautiful and all going in a great direction. Quick curl of the eyelashes, obviously on both eyes. I'm just putting a little bit of concealer on her lips as a prep for the lipstick. Just using a Dior matte lipstick. This is all the Rouge Dior collection. They're different textures. You've got matte, you've got satin, you've got velvet. This is a matte nude. I'll give you the exact colour. And I'm just carving out a really nice shape for the lips. So it's going to be quite simple today, just beautiful skin, nice brushed eyebrow and a really nice lip. Now first of all, I put the colour all over the lip and use my brush to give a nice edge. Then blot it with your tissue, and then I'm going to pat some colour into the lips. This just gives it more longevity. I find it lasts a lot longer and also builds up the pigment really well. Obviously have very clean, sterilised, hand sanitised hands. So just keep patting on the pigment until you start to build the colour, and you can see the colour starting to pop. For anyone who's a lipstick lover, this is the best way to do. Obviously tissue off again and then add a third coat. I've done it with red lipstick before in one of my previous tutorials with Annabelle Hoy. You know, it's a standard procedure to make a really good defined lip. Anyone that puts one coat of lipstick on, you know, it's going to come off quite easily. So this is a way of keeping it on for every day, and also obviously when I'm working for the shoots, I want the lipstick to stay. So I'm just going to put on a little bit of powder onto the lip line so that it doesn't bleed off so much, and that should set it. And then going in with my last coat of lipstick. Now a little trick is to put a little bit of a darker shade on the outer edge, like one shade darker on the outer edges, and it makes the lips look slightly bigger. I'm using a eyeshadow it's the Sky Wash by Glossier, and it's just very transparent. I just wanted to give Alexandra a very nice kind of lift to her natural eye colour. A little bit of black mascara, clearly because the skin tone brown wouldn't work. So black mascara at the root only. So I'm not going to make her eyelashes look really lashy. And then I want to put some on the bottom. And this is just a really pretty, beautiful look that you can use for day or night, whichever you prefer. And obviously the application of the lipstick is it's standard for any colour. A little bit of powder down the T-zone, make sure she's not shiny. So I'm just going over with the concealer brush now and just making sure everything is nicely covered and concealed and blended in so it doesn't look too heavy in areas. Next I'm going to take the Dior contour palette and I'm going to use the matte taupe colour and just take that under the cheekbone area, just to give the cheekbones a little bit more definition. The brush I'm using is a really nice fluffy angled brush, so you can get right in under the cheekbone. And just one last bit of definition to the lips, a little bit more colour along the actual lip line and the shape, just to make sure everything is perfect and in place on the Cupid's bow and on the outer edges. By building up, obviously you get a really nice pigment, and this lipstick being quite matte has a really nice contrast against the skin being slightly more dewy. You can always use a lighter shade for the middle part of the lips as a highlighter to accentuate your lips to make them look bigger. Obviously don't need to do that today, but that is one little trick that I know a lot of people do, just to enhance the lips and make them look more full. My trick is to use a little bit of the Touche Eclat and just go around the edges and using a really nice fine but fluffy brush to a point and pushing the concealer right up to the lip line edge. Gives a really nice sharp shape, really flawless. So I'm finishing off the look today with individual lashes. This is literally an individual lash, and I'm using small, medium and large and just randomly putting them in places so that they look like a natural lash. If you use all the same size, it's going to look quite fake, so this is the way that you do it. I'm using duo glue and my Westbound Company tweezers, which are really good. They're slanted, so they just work better, I think, because two pointy ones you're not going to be able to grasp the lash. And as you can see, there you go, that's the finished look of the eyelashes. Just finishing off the skin with a little bit of powder along the T-zone in those little crevices. I've decided just to add a little bit of eye colour under the eyes, and then you get the finished look. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and comment. New videos are going to be uploaded onto my channel every Saturday, so please subscribe.